people, welcome to the Flex and KG show.
On Friday.
100%. Listen, man, I rate what you're on.
I'm here, bro.
I rate what you're on.
here.
Obviously, we've come off the back of the FIFA.
Yeah.
I need to get out of that mode.
Yeah, don't.
That was earlier today. Yeah, it's over.
I think we fixed some things, and again, a lot like Man United. We're actually a lot like Man United. We are a lot like Man United.
Nah, the real life Man United's better than that. We're
in the way of fancy,
14th.
it's crazy. We spent a lot of money.
We'd be sacked in real life like this.
Yeah. But I think we're getting things together. I think if we didn't go up,
Exactly.
If we didn't go up, make sure you check it out, though, people. Wicked.
Exactly.
But we got to talk.
But we got to talk. Listen, it's been a big week since you've been away. They always accuse you of being away and us losing. And after Sevilla, I thought they're correct. Again, I thought, oh my God, and this isn't even just losing. This is, was you away for the 7-0 as well?
Yeah. I've been away.
You was away for the 7-0. You was away for the Arsenal 3-2.
Everything.
Right, so you've literally missed it. You missed all of them. You missed, yeah.
And then, I thought, you see Sevilla, yeah? I touched down in Lagos on the same, I was getting through baggage control. I looked at the thing and it said 2-0. And I said, pass the goal disallowed.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, I couldn't understand. I was like, we can go to semis. Go to the semis, right? I'm like, we have to win this game. Absolute garbage, absolute trash. And I'm not like, how I feel about Brandon, yeah?
You know
how I feel about Brandon, why I just don't like him anymore. That's how I feel about Maguire. I just want him gone. I honestly want him back gone. I know people are going to be like, you can't keep blaming Maguire, this, that, and the other. I can. He's just not good enough. He's absolutely he's bad for the club. He is bad for the club. He's someone that hasn't got the leadership capabilities. You see that he just sits back, he's not involved. And I was scared. Again, we 3-0 down, away from home, and he just thinks, had we been solid, that first couple minutes, when you say a team?
Yeah, you can't make mistakes.
Don't make a mistake in the first couple minutes.
David De Gea didn't help him.
David De Gea didn't help him.
David De Gea was...
that was bad. Really bad. That was bad from David. I heard the argument, if that's your goalkeeper, your captain calls for the ball, and calls for it, you give it to the captain.
No.
You don't
not in that. No. I get what you're saying in late. No, if you simplify it in layman's term, when Bruno's the captain, he wants the ball, give it to him. Yeah, because Bruno's good on the ball. Bruno's good.
Give it to the captain.
But if you're the keeper, it's different though. When you have to talk about context, when you're the keeper, and you can see the whole pitch, and you can literally look behind him, and he's in front of our goal, our area, and there's 3 guys there, and you play the ball too slow as well. No, man.
He just
don't. It's Maguire. Don't part. What is Maguire wicking on the ball like that with 3 guys around him?
Maguire didn't even know that someone was coming.
Yeah, it's poor. It's poor from both. I'm not. Listen, 100%. But let's not let De Gea off the hook here. Let's not let De Gea off the hook.
He tries to do a little header thing as well. When the other one, I put more.
The third goal was horrendous.
Put that all to De Gea.
It's all De Gea. We can't just act like we can't let De Gea off the hook. We can't let him.
He's not off the hook. But I'm saying that in terms of you talk about confidence. There's players that bring confidence to these guys. You seen the high five. Remember, where was the high fives and all that gone? Where's all that energy? So what you need from your leader is you just need to trust him. The person in front of you, you need to trust. In that other game, in the next game they played against
Forest.
No, where's the one that Brighton?
We
Brighton.
didn't play that game.
No, I'm saying in the Brighton game, again, it's trust. It's not worrying about what's going to happen in this moment. And that's the key moment, right? With certain teams, you give the ball to De Gea, give the ball to Maguire. He's short of confidence. He's going to be worried because he can't play a high line. When he does, he's going to drag. He's going to do all the things that
mad drag.
He's going to do the mad drag. He's going to get that yellow early, and it's disgusting. I can't take it no more. And the worst thing is the manager. He can put himself in danger if he consists to play this guy. Because let's be fair now. Who got the blame on the weekend?
They both did.
But it's a lot more on De Gea. I saw De Gea's pitch everywhere. De Gea took a lot of the blame.
I believe he shoulders a bit more of the blame in that situation. You can't pass him the ball there. Don't pass so all of this stuff, what you just said, let's say De Gea knows that. So with all what you just said, would you then look at Maguire in that position saying, give it to me? Or would you go,
true,
shut there?
But what if I was doing that pass
I'm playing
that pass every...
Yeah, to the good players.
Yeah.
So you have to understand, you're not playing with the good player. So hook it long.
But it's my captain.
It's the 7th minute. I don't care. Bro, You can't just, on one hand, you can't say he's the captain, so treat him like it because he's amazing and give him the trust. When we're gonna go, he ain't really the captain. We know he ain't really that guy. We know he ain't that guy to get out of. Like Paul Scholes said it perfect. He goes, I can think of one centre half in world football who would want that ball in that situation.
Who was it?
And he didn't actually say who it was.
Yeah.
But we all know it ain't gonna be Maguire.
Yeah.
He said, but he goes, I'll think of one and it ain't Maguire. Just go long. 7th minute, away from home, hostile. Just go long.
It's true. David De Gea.
Just ignore him.
David De Gea,
If Maguire, I don't know, you can say it's a disrespect thing, you can say it's this, you can say it's that. Let him say, oh, I wanted it. Are you mad? You had 3 men around you. Shut up. Go. That's what you're supposed to do. You're the keeper. You can see the whole game. I can see the whole pitch.
It's true.
So De Gea, although it's not fashionable, because Maguire's been, when De Gea plays with the better players, he's fine.
Look
I
at
agree.
Lindelof. Look at Lindelof. Lindelof is the perfect example of
Exactly.
that. So then, how does one player like?
Yeah, so you're right. He's infectious in a negative term, but David De Gea should still get more of the blame because he can see what Maguire can't.
Okay, so just imagine, this season David De Gea has had a good season. David De Gea has had a good season.
This wasn't even our last game.
I know.
Last game actually we did win on.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. David De Gea has had David De Gea on the whole has had a good season, right? Yeah. But he's had a good season because someone wasn't there.
Yeah,
and remember Man United's record, the defensive record, last season was poor. And now it's changed. Why? Because the main person isn't there. Mr. I don't need to prove myself isn't there. And I think, again, for the team to go forward, he can't be a part of it again.
Of course. Nobody disputes that.
But I still believe Lindelof is not going to play. I think Maguire goes straight back in. Honestly. And that's why I worry about the man. I promise you, Maguire will be in that team. Maguire will be. He can't help it.
He can't
help it. You will not see... Bro,
he will.
Our captain's going to be playing.
Luke Shaw played too.
Our captain is going to be playing.
Lindelof and Luke Shaw played so good that you can't change.
Let's have a gentleman's bet. What are we going to do? I don't know. Our captain's going to start.
No, I'll get you lunch.
Our captain.
Lunch.
Yeah, lunch is cool.
I'll get you lunch.
I'll get you lunch. Yeah? Our captain, I guarantee our captain's there.
Eric Ten Hag, we'll look at that and look at the way that we defended and look how aggressive Luke Shaw was and look how composed Lindelof scored. Lindelof just scored the winning penalty in the cup final.
Well,
and said ice in his... Exactly, we'll get there. So that's what I'm saying. He ain't changing Lindelof.
Doesn't matter.
And Luke Shaw was unreal.
Our captain didn't play because he was he was on a ban.
Yeah, that's fine. But the game before, though, was horrendous anyway.
I know, but
we always said, though, if Luke Shaw was fit going into Seville, more so fit, he probably would have started that.
That's true.
So
but then
it's only been circumstances.
But he would have started that with Maguire, is what I'm saying. Luke Shaw's partner would be Maguire, is what I'm saying to you. I was saying Lindelof is what, 4th choice?
Yeah, but if you think about it, what he does do, Eric Ten Hag, is he does kind of wait for Maguire to mess up and then go, right, well, it was messed up. Then we done well there. We won the last game, so I had to keep it the same.
No, because then the other thing that he does is, if it goes bad, he'll start the same team again. He done it after Liverpool. Said, I believe in these. Watch this.
Yeah, but it didn't go bad last game.
No, I'm saying, but he might say to himself, look, yes, that game Sevilla was a bad one.
Bro, Maguire
I still believe. Okay.
Maguire playing.
All right, cool. Let's get to
But we are in a final, bro. We got a chance for a second trophy this year. What kind of season would we call this if we get 2 trophies in top 4?
It's fantastic.
Incredible
It's a fantastic season.
From where we've come from.
And shout out to the women as well. The women are in the final as well.
Women are in the final as well.
Again,
unbelievable.
It's powerful. But again, if Man United get top 4, because you got to remember what we started. I remember we were speaking to you after the Sevilla game, and we were still really sad, right? And it was like, I just want the season to end. The energy was like, I need the season to end. I need the season to end. And then after I messaged you saying, look, bro, to be honest, where we started to where we are now, I'm gonna say, look, if we get top 4, confident top 4. The 1 trophy is already in the bag. If we can win another one, brilliant. But if we don't, it is what it is, right? But this is a season of true progression, and we've done this all without a number 9.
Yeah.
Let's have it right. We haven't had a raw number 9, and I think you bring a number 9 in, that's going to get 20 goals, 24 goals. That changes Man United's whole season. That's the thing that we're missing. We haven't played the Ten Hag brand of football yet. So that I'm still excited for next season because there's so much to look forward to.
We've only seen it in spurts, and we've only seen some big performances a few times where it's like, that's how he wants to play. Or certain goals where we've seen it, we're like, wow, what a move. what I'm saying? But it isn't as consistent as we want. But we're going in the right direction. And this game against City, like obviously, the treble, this, that, like I get, and I actually agree with what other people are saying. It's like, this is the chance to just win 2 trophies. Like, it's double bubble. By winning a second trophy, you're automatically going to stop that. Let's not even bill it as we have to stop them. I like to, which we do, but I'm saying, let's build it as we can get a second trophy in our first season with this manager. He's coming for the smoke. And actually, City can get it. And whilst we do that, they also won't do the treble. Do you know what I'm saying? We'll know if they've won the league or not by then, and we'll also know if they're in the Champions League final or not by then. We'll know. It's sandwiched in between the two. So, if they've won the Premier League and we know they are in the final, it is huge pressure. Because if they beat us, obviously, we know they've done the double. Then it's like, all they have to do is go and beat AC Milan or Inter Milan. And then they go, right, we win that, we've done the treble. So we've got to do our jobs. But how we should think of it more so is, let's go out there and flipping win the FA Cup for us, ourselves, so we can do our own mini double.
I think we can.
Can beat them in a one-off game, bro, in a neutral ground. Of course we can.
I think we can. Honestly, because Brighton were good value.
Wicked.
Brighton are a good, not even normal side bro.
They move the ball well.
They are good. Like,
it was an even game, really, really even game.
It was never it had to go to penalty. It had to end like that.
Exactly.
It had to end like that. I think there's no one that was truly better than each other. But then it was one of those games where you just look at it and you think, bloody hell, this team is real.
What are you saying about Caicedo? Do you want him?
He played good.
Caicedo. Because
When he Arsenal bound.
Yeah, then they wanted the 70 M's and Arsenal just like...
They can't get nothing from Brighton moved like a young Daniel Levy. Like, in terms of like the expectation for their players. Because...
Can't go and raid them.
Matoma, he's cold. Caicedo's good. Even the one that we're linked to,
Ferguson's good. The striker.
It's good as
really
well.
Good.
Their recruitment has been second to...
Trossard was wicked there. He's gone to Arsenal now and he's still good, obviously,
So this is the thing. Like, they're actually...
Wicked.
Would you, if you could pick one of the two, McAllister or Caicedo? We could have got Caicedo for cheap. We could. I swear he was linked. When we linked him for like 5 M's or something.
He went Brighton instead for that money. For the like 3 or 4 M's, whatever it is.
We're a disgrace. That's the one part about us. Like, we have to get to a stage where we can
let them slip through the net.
We let him especially. But then, they had he's at Spurs now. You never really rated him. You said Basuma.
Yeah.
But at Brighton.
In a better team, he's all right. But
are these players just good at Brighton? Because
of course we have
Correa.
Exactly, he's a dud.
What the hell happened to him?
He's a dud.
You know what I mean? So again, like, if
depends who. Look at Ben White, he's doing good. So look, all transfers are a gamble, and it depends on the system you go into. Everyone laughed at Ben White, 50 million. He looks like a £50 million player. He is. I think he's good.
50 million wise. 50 million.
Now, he's a £50 million player.
It's tough for me to see value in Arsenal.
You don't like Arsenal,
Yeah, so but you're probably right.
Bro, you didn't see
I couldn't see. That's what I'm saying.
Bernardo Silva's
I got the tin. I got the Reds.
I realised earlier. Bernardo Silva's actually good,
Really good.
World class. Been world class for
Really
ages.
good. No, he's really good.
Do you know what I realised?
Yeah.
Like, Kevin De Bruyne is alright,
You not only started appreciating Vieira when he went to Inter Milan. I said, Vieira's good, dog. Like, we're in the battle, in the heat of it. Roy Keane, shut up, everyone sit down. You're you can't see it. Like, I knew I hated Van Persie, because Van Persie done that horror, with his hands out like that. He does I hated him. When he came to Man United and he was just doing his thing, well, that's what I'm saying. I'm a Man United fan through and through. Like, I'll see, I think you're good when you play for us. You know what I mean? It's one of those ones, but in some players that are so great, like Haaland, I know exactly what he is. You don't even need to tell me, like, that's clear. You know what I mean? But just moving forward on Man United, just like how the season can end. If we do this, I think we're probably like a side that you want to play for, a side that's going to attract big players, because we need to have a big summer.
Yeah.
Bro, this summer has to be, I'm clearing out.
April 28th, Friday, deadlines. Third round, no more.
Busy.
No more deadlines.
I'm hearing
final.
Cave.
Final bids are in. So Jim Ratcliffe's Ineos, they have submitted a third and final bid for Manchester United. Now, what I'm also hearing is that Sheikh Jassim El Thani is in the final minutes of disclosing his final bid for Manchester United Football Club. What we also know is that the Glazers are also looking at staying at this football club. So what it really is, absolutely fascinating turn of events.
We can be sure that a world record bid will be going in. Oh, God, we know that, bro. Like, bro, the bid's already crazy already.
And also with it being Friday the 28th, also on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, there will be Premier League games going on up and down the country. Just for no reason. Just a thing that definitely will happen for no reason.
When I wake up, I tend to open my eyes. Then I brush my eyes. Man, basic information. I do get to Sky. Now it look like.
Big up Carvey.
Yeah, Carvey is on point. But again, just
let's. Barmish as well, my guy.
Like, I had a lot of time to think and talked about like what I want to do in the midfield, right?
Yeah. What, going forward or for the rest of the season?
Going forward. Jude Bellingham at any cost. Honestly, bro, he's 19.
Yeah, he's crazy, yeah.
Flexy's 19.
Jude Bellingham at any cost, but we can't do Jude Bellingham at any cost because we need to get Kane or Osman thing for any cost.
We have to spend close to 2 certain M's.
Of course. Yeah. But that's just on 2 players.
Yep.
Oh, no, that's on, wait.
Don't need to pick someone
Jude Bellingham's going to cost like...
I'm buying him.
I don't think we're in.
Adooms.
I think...
In Adooms. No,
I should find that. Put it on Samuel.
I'm buying him.
I need to find the Hello Guys as well. Put on there.
Hello Guys. No, but I'm buying him because you have to understand, 19 years old, plays the game like a senior pro. You have to. I get why Liverpool was so adamant that he was coming.
Wait, let's hope he don't stay at Dortmund for another year and then go there next year.
But they could win the league.
Who? Dortmund.
Oh,
right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what do you want to do? Like, if you win the league,
bow out.
Let him go with. They should let him go with.
But the Man United talk on Bellingham's been quite. It's like we're just one of many who, if there's a sniff that we could get him, we'll try.
No, but that's because there's been no talks of when Sheikh Jassim steps in. When Sheikh, remember, every Man United's transfer business is very quiet. Watch this summer is gonna be if we get bought out.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna
even if we get bought out by St. Ratcliffe.
We're gonna be linked to the world. Like if it's Sheikh Jassim, I think you're gonna hear Mbappe links. You're gonna hear everyone in world football. Today. That's ridiculous. I would not take him.
I know. Imagine covering it. It's just stupid.
I hate that.
Talking about Neymar, it's never going to come.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. But imagine now, Sheikh Jassim comes in. We're signing everyone. De Jong, Bellingham. That's what you're going to hear. It's going to look like our team on view. But then, let's wait around. Yeah?
I'm not trying to catch a case like City.
City are not dealing with that case. You saw them lawyers, fam.
100 charges.
Do you see all the lawyers?
Yeah.
I bet you they get.
They're going to bust case.
Yeah, they're going to bust it.
Yeah.
They're going to bust it.
They always do.
They got 1,000 lawyers, fam.
They've got the same ones the government had. Wait there, they've got the same ones.
The same ones the government had. So you think Sheikh Jassim's not going to handle that? I need him, bro. So if he comes, I'll put the big money. I'll pay 100 and how much for Bellingham? 130, 140?
He's going to be at least
130?
130 minimum.
130. You do it. 19 years old. He's giving you what? At least minimum 8 years. 8 years.
Kane Osman's going to be P's. 100.
But we haven't got, like, as in, he can do the Casemiro job if Casemiro's not in. You know, and we're going to probably sign Sabitzer. Sabitzer's probably coming. So we have Sabitzer. We have, if we brought in Bellingham, that'd be perfect. And then after, because I like us all over the pitch. Remember I said I want one striker away. So right back is fine now. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the low. Right back is, so then you got Malacia Shaw, yeah. In the back.
We need to sort out centre backs.
But we'll get some because Maguire's out. Yeah. Maguire will be away.
Well, we need 2, but I don't think we'll be able to get 2.
I think it's 3 signings next season. 3 signings is all we need.
3 signings?
3 signings. Again, secure the, what you call it. We're kind of light striker-wise.
We need
4 players. Probably 4 players. I'll take 1 centre-back and 2 new strikers. A young one, a really young one that you just find in the league, right? One of those, like...
We need someone who has similar attributes to when Varane's not there. Or Martinez, one of them.
Or Kim Min-jae's got 40.
Varane,
has he got the 40 million release scores?
40 million, I think.
Do you get scared about the Napoli thing though? Because
everyone wants Osimhen. No one's scared about that.
No, but then obviously the other guy just didn't work in it.
Who?
Koulibaly.
Oh. Yeah, but that's because but he should have went years before though. No, he went too late. Peak Koulibaly was good, but also I don't mean sometimes it does. You know, the Serie A league. I mean, they're just accustomed to that. Don't mean you're going to come Prem and smash it up as we have seen. So yeah, because he's been dead. Koulibaly.
Kim Min-jae, straight release clause payment, bam, in.
Back up to Varane.
Back up to we need.
Varane's going to play less and less.
And Lindelof.
Yeah.
Remember,
Lindelof's a steady.
Lindelof should be playing games. So if it's Varane, Lindelof, Martinez. Sure. So you get another left back?
Well, not really, because Shaw is the guy who can do both if need. Well, he's a left back. Shaw's a left back. But if Martinez pops down, you can put Shaw there. So you're actually getting a double bubble there, where that stops you having to keep buying that.
And Diogo can play left.
And Diogo can play left back now as well.
Very nicely, very good.
He can do it. So actually, it's a big plus that Ten Hag wants these multifunctional guys.
So my back four is I actually, without my man, you bring in Kim Min-jae.
Yeah.
I'm not changing that. So that's fine. Can we agree that the back four is fine?
So you keep Lindelof, you get Kim Min-jae for Harry Maguire, someone like that.
Yeah.
Varane again manages load, but you've got a good player coming in for Maguire. So
there's got to be a youth that we can blood through. I don't know. It was Mengi saying he's not.
It's not really that.
And we're still supposed to get money for Bailly's going. Bailly's going.
Bailly's going to go. Tellez is going to go. I mean, we've got to raise some serious cash as well.
We're raising money though. Bailly's going to give. They have to sign Bailly because he's played the amount of games that now.
No, they said they don't want him.
No, but he's played.
They're not exercising the thing. He's coming back.
Can't, bro.
He's coming back. Bailly's coming back, innit?
When the deal saying that yes, a player, it depends on a certain amount of games. If he means
Bailly's coming back. Bailly's coming back.
He was based on Champions League.
Bailly's coming back. You just have to sell him. It's fine. Just go sell him. But it's going to be it's not going to be a lot. It's going to be 9. 8 plus add-ons.
Yeah.
Add-ons. 8 plus add-ons.
And then, but then back four you can fix though.
Yeah, the back four's looking like if you get another centre half in, ideally, I'd want 2 centre halves, but we ain't going to get that. So definitely a strong one.
Yeah.
One who actually, if we need him to start, it's no problem.
Kim Min-jae.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Midfield, I need a proper, thoroughbred 6 ball playing, can progress the ball.
But that's why Bellingham's
can
key.
get up and down.
That's why Bellingham's key because you still got Eriksen. Remember, you have to remember what the team is. We still have Eriksen.
Yeah.
That's there.
Yeah.
We'll probably get rid of McTominay or Fred. One of the two of them are going to go, right? Because if you're trying to upgrade, right? So let's say Casemiro's a main linchpin, yeah? Now, it's hard because in the big games, you're worried about Eriksen's physicality, right? So if you now if you say, starting the game with Eriksen and Bellingham comes off the bench, or you start with Bellingham and you bring in Eriksen, that makes sense. You still have Sabitzer as well, Fred.
Yeah.
That's
you've got numbers in there.
That's solid.
I just need a man with tech. I need proper. So Bellingham can tick the box. A De Jong type. We ain't ever going to get De Jong because that's done. But someone like him, wicked. I need someone good on the ball, technically sound. We need some more technical players in there. Players.
I like that guy at Fulham.
Paulinho. Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, I like him.
He's good. He's solid. He's good. It's such a shame because the Wolves player, Ruben Neves, it just never happened. Do you reckon we'll ever go back to that one and be like, hey mate, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't think so. I mean, I've never fancied him for Man United.
Really?
I like him.
He's a good player though. He's like
I'm not saying he's rubbish. He's a good player. I just don't think he can make a step up to us and be that good. I just don't see it. I think he's all right in a back 5, or I don't know, play back 4 as well, but
you only need one midfield, because we're gonna sell. The funny thing is, I think it'll be McTominay that goes. It's gonna be hard because
he'll probably do right at Newcastle as well.
He'll be wicked there. So if let's say
Longstaff can be all right at Newcastle and be a main thing, McTominay can do it. Yeah, it's mad.
So let's say, but I don't know if we'll sell. The problem for me is, are we gonna sell one of our homegrowns? Do you reckon you see Man United doing that?
There's a certain amount in your squad as well. You can't just have none. I don't know the exact number that you need, but you need to have.
No, because we've got the Garnacho, we've got the Facundo. I don't know if Facundo will count as a. We've got Ahmad.
Come back.
So you got a youth.
Don't even know if that
still
is.
Youth though. I think it.
But I mean, homegrown though have to be in the squad, and English. I'm sure. It's like Scottish, British.
I don't know, man. I think, again, Rashford, we got enough numbers. Yeah. Even Sancho, even though he's not our homegrown, but he's a homegrown player, so he'll count. So there's enough. Elanga, like he'll probably go out. 12
he
clubs interested in him.
Yeah. He got
You know, so I honestly feel that Man United, 4 players, and let's get to the main one. Harry Kane. It's happening. It's happening. The deals, the conversations are happening. Levy doesn't want to sell to another Premier League side, but Levy's in a bad position.
He's losing his leverage.
Leverage is getting final. See, he can't let him walk out for free. That would be a travesty.
I wouldn't put it past Levy. I wouldn't put it past Levy saying we got a new manager. I'd rather have we got a better chance of getting back in the Champions League this year with or without Harry Kane? Obviously, the answer's with, and I don't care. I'd let him. Levy's capable of that.
No, because it's right now, you have to reinvest into the squad. Levy's not spending his own money, right? So if you get the Harry Kane money, you can actually try and find a new type of player.
Levy's just, I think for Harry Kane to leave, he has to do a madness. He has to put in a real transfer request, not come and train.
Well, it's not going to be...
He has to do the proper thing. But even if it
Didn't
doesn't
he try
turn
that before?
ugly,
Didn't he try
little
that?
bit, but they said he weren't supposed to be in training. We were like, right, man, if Pogba did this. Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Remember that period. But also what he needs to do is like have the conversation with Daniel Levy and like do the proper, I'm not playing anymore. Like if you value me as a person, as a man, what I've done for this club, I don't want to be here anymore.
Even a celebration, muted celebrations on the 5, what do you call it, and that's what I'm saying. So he's out. He's checked out. Mentally he's checked out, and he still wants to break that Premier League record.
Where do you stand with the Osimhen Kane thing? Like I know like people are talking, because you weren't on the full view yesterday.
You know what, it's like, I'm going with...
Forget the Niger thing, because I know...
that's what I'm going with the, what do you call it?
Yeah, the football.
I'm going with... I have to say Kane. The guy scores goals. Like, don't get me wrong, because if Osimhen comes to this league and he starts killing now, you're like, wow, sick, red hair, you know what I mean? But Kane, the style of play football that we have is like, it's like a better Martial in it. He's going to drop deep, which is going to have runners around him as well. The Antony's, releasing the Rashards of this world. I think he'll be, again, and he scores goals. You know, that turn and shoot one. There's big moments. The guy is like Kane's the kind of player that can help you win the league. You know what I mean? I think he could have the Van Persie effect. Whereas with the Osimhen, not saying it's the world of the unknown, but I know that Kane scores goals. I know Kane, no matter what, 20 plus goals a season. Like if Man City got Kane, they'd be doing what they're doing now with Haaland. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So like that's the difference. But
earlier today, Spurs were, the news that was reporting on Sky News, Melissa Reddy was talking about it earlier, that Tottenham insists that Harry Kane is not for sale, regardless of where they finish. He is not for sale.
They're trying to strengthen their position. They are trying to, we have to, even them saying that stuff lets us know, because you heard more and more Man United exploring Kane. All over the weekend, it was Kane talk, right? Kane to United. And it makes sense, because I don't even think Spurs fans will be angry.
They're not mad. They're like, we wish him all the best. Like, we've done everything.
He's done, I don't think Spurs fans will be angry. So now he's going to be able to get out with the blessing, because everyone can see what's going on at Spurs. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time. Kane staying loyal to them again doesn't make any sense. It's time to move. It's time to go. And if there's one club that you can go to make sure you reach that all-time goal scorer, it's Man United. If there's a manager that you want to play for that's going to help you do that, it is Man United. Kane in that red shirt would be kind of hard.
And that's what I'm saying. So even like the briefings that's coming out, like Sky saying Tottenham insisting he's not for sale no matter where they finish, you know, it doesn't matter, even though he's in the final stages of his contract. That's what I mean. The only way he gets out is if Harry Kane literally puts his foot down and goes on strike. Unless he makes
it... But chasing him all summer though.
Yes, that's what I'm saying though.
Tour. That means he's not on tour.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. But that's the only way. Because they're not going to they don't want him to go. You know what Daniel Levy's like. And only if Harry Kane says, do you know what, I'll go into this last year, I'll do one more year, or I'll sign a new deal. I just want to be the main guy here.
He wants to play top 4. He wants to be in the Champions League.
How do we know though? I know he wants to be in Champions League, but how do we know that he wants to do the whole, like, I want to win things, how do we not know?
Not that he wants to play Champions League football. Remember he said he wants to see himself in the annuals with the Messis, Ronaldos. He wants to be spoken about in that thing.
But if he does, then he's got to prove it. He's got to prove it in terms of going, I don't want to be here anymore. Transfer request. Also, if you do a mad thing, boycotting training.
Yeah.
Everyone knows I'm not really a bad professional. It's just because this is what I have to do because Levy. I'm not playing. I don't want to play.
I think, trust me, I think the what Levy had before, he doesn't have that in terms of just the bargaining chips. So final year, bro, he can't argue the way he argued before. He can't. This is the only season where it's like a lot's wrong with the team. A lot's wrong. It's not like Tottenham are classic spenders anyway. And for the new manager, they're gonna have to let him build. There's Spurs have got a lot of players in that team that are not good enough. How are you gonna reinvest? You can't reinvest with no money. If you say, okay, let's keep Kane at the club. You still, they got Perisic, I can't even say aging Perisic. Perisic is old. Yeah. They don't like their back four, right? They don't like their back four. They don't like their midfield is disgusting. Their midfield is horrible. Yeah. So there's so many positions to fix on that team. Unless they raid Spurs, unless they raid Chelsea and take Chelsea scraps, because Chelsea are gonna it's a fire sale at Chelsea, innit? There's too many players. They're breaking down their their dressing room to fit in players. There's too many. You know what I mean?
Too many man.
There's too many man. That's it. So then even like the Callahos and the Doys, there's a lot of players that need to be sold.
Yeah.
So I can understand that players going across to Spurs can happen, but how? Finances need to be made. If you sell Thingy for 80 million, it makes a lot of sense.
But here's the thing. You're talking about Spurs. You're saying basically that's what they should do because they need to because they're rubbish.
Final year contract, 80 million is not.
100%. So that's what I'm saying. But this is Spurs. They'll hang on to Harry Kane then to continue to buy these dead men. They're Spurs, bro. They're Spurs. Daniel Levy don't care about peas.
Levy's never letting a player leave for free. Free.
You'll do it, bro.
You're gonna let Harry. That's like what we do with Pogba.
He'll do it. Levy, bro. I need Harry Kane this year. We need to get back in the Champions League. Harry, stay again. Furthermore, I'm not even going to pick up the phone for you, so it's up to you. Stubborn ass guy, bro. And then what we'll do now, we'll get a new manager, whoever the hell it's going to be, I have no idea.
And the new manager, pick has to be proper.
Yeah, right, exactly. It has to be proper. And the players, we'll just do what we always do. This is Spurs. Why do we expect anything different? They've been doing the same thing. He's been there 22 years, Levy. Doing a madness. Hasn't changed once. Why is he going to change now?
Who's worse, him or Woodward? Both of them are on their team.
I mean, Spurs have never won a damn thing, so...
Who's worse? Yeah. Would you say he's worse? Bro, he's brought in mad managers. Like, we got to think of what Woodward did.
He's
Woodward
worse.
brought in... Ollie...
Woodward's horrendous.
Ollie... Who's the worst manager? Woodward brought in Ollie.
Moyes.
Well, that's Fergie. Fergie did that.
But obviously Van Gaal, you know what I mean?
Van Gaal was a decent appointment.
Yeah. Look, Daniel Levy's awful because ultimately he's got his club to not win.
He interviewed Ten Hag and he said he's not good enough.
There you go. He said, nah, not for me.
But I don't think manager. I don't think Woodward would have. He would have went for.
He probably would have done a madness.
He would have done.
Listen, they're both clowns, but
yeah.
But like, it's a bit different at Spurs because they're just such a small crap club with no history. In it though.
They're shit.
In it.
They're shit.
So
but we're playing them this Thursday. Do you reckon we're doing too much because we've got a big game again?
No, we're not doing too much because we know what can happen.
Does new manager bounce count?
Yeah,
does it count?
Does.
But what if you've been the manager before?
Yeah, but look what happened in Leeds. We drew against them at 2-2 at home.
No, but Ryan Mason's had the job before.
Yeah, I'm rubbish, but I just think in that first half an hour, whatever, they just ran around a bit more. And just us away from home, bro.
How do you feel about that game?
In the preview, I said I think we'll win. Preview's come out tomorrow. I don't want to spoil it too much, but yeah, I think we'll win, but I am...
Was that when Stellini was still there?
Yeah, but Abby did mention that he might not even be there by then because, you know, sort of thing. And I was like, we should beat you. You're awful. You're a horrible team. You're confident that we could make that place turn really toxic. Go there, go goal up really early. They'll turn even more. They won't turn on Ryan Mason now because they're like, what's he going to do? He's just one of us.
Black suit,
cool,
trying to just...
Whatever, yeah, he can't do nothing. But like, we know what we're like on the road. And as much as we want to laugh at Spurs against the big teams, they're one place below us. 6 points.
Damn.
If we lose, and they can get 3 points behind us, we still have 2 games in hand.
No, but Spurs have got no.
And then they've got to play Liverpool straight away after. So Spurs will Spurs it up anyway.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, just about this game. I'm not talking about bottling top 4. Just this game. I don't think it's as easy as everyone makes out.
It's not a foregone conclusion.
No,
at
because
all.
everyone says they're rubbish and they just got battered 6-1. Everyone thinks we go there, they're crap, they're like a mid-table team.
They're going to be on it. This game, they're going to have to, because they apologise to their fans, innit? They gave the money back. I've never seen that. I don't think, has that happened in Premier League football before?
Yeah, it must have.
Giving the money back to the fans?
Yeah, so it must have done.
Man United actually giving money back to the fans for the 7.
Absolutely.
I don't think we did though.
Don't think we did.
Plays it cynically in the mix.
But Tottenham, just in a weird way.
You worried?
A little bit, yeah.
That's good. We'll win. I like when you're nervous about these games.
But I already predicted we'd win though.
But I like the fact that you're worried now.
I still got that bit of like, we can still bottle it.
There's the doubt. So I think we have a good, again, my thing is that players are just not back to firing though. You got an issue with Rashford. He's not back. Rashford's still injured, clearly.
Well, since the Barcelona game where he had to come off a little bit earlier, the Barca home game, he was back for the final, which was straight after that, and scored in it, but he still hasn't.
He's not back.
He scored away at Betis, he hasn't. Yeah.
He's not back.
And actually, me and Cam criticised him a bit on the tactical view, on the things he wasn't doing off the ball. He needs to work harder, man.
He's tired. He's not back.
Be smarter. Though.
He's not
keeps
back.
Pressing in the wrong areas.
But he's not back, is what I'm saying. I'm saying that the guy, there's things that you do instinctively. It's like when people say Martial's still injured, so that's why we're not getting a big performance from him. I think if Rashford can get back to the form that we saw, he's just doing things, everything was working. I think he's in not just bad form, I think he's just still injured. I think he's carrying a knock. And now we got the worries of Bruno, because they're saying, Bruno, why would you put a boot on and say we're just joking?
Nah, well, earlier on today, there was the secondary report saying that's just precautionary.
A precautionary boot?
Yeah, they did do that. Of course they do. He was just rested. He had his leg up.
You trust Ten Hag when he tells you your players, okay.
Ten Hag never said it.
So who?
Media, journalist.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Even when he came off, I was like, oh, that's strange. Because Bruno want to play the whole match.
Yeah, of course.
So for Bruno not to be on, even to get through.
I don't think he's definitely out of Spurs. He could be. I don't think he's definitely.
I think there's a less chance.
Because the missus obviously posted it up, innit? And she also put in the corner, like, recharging. Like, it wasn't like, like, sad face with the bandage emoji.
Yeah.
It was like, recharging.
Get nervous about
There was a couple boots in the picture as well. He had the mega boot on the floor as well, the front, and the crutches. He had the light boot on with the leg up.
Yeah.
Then on the floor was the big
mega
Robocop boot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Big Terminator one.
Because why is that boot there?
Because I had it on it. But when they do the extra precaution, they do it.
That means you're playing with injury. That means you're playing.
It's swollen.
So he's
yeah,
injured. He's injured.
Well, you can get a knock. Yeah, look, not all injuries keep you out. You can have a knock where it's swollen. You can still play. Like you're pro. You can play.
What we've clearly seen in these last couple games. We need Bruno. Look at the end of the game. I was showing people, like, you've seen the clip of when he's talking to all the players. Like, he's through the whole thing. Sure, he's talking to everyone. Do you see him, Harry, in the back?
I think Harry, just to go back there really quickly, I think he knows. I think he doesn't want to step into that because he knows, I think he hasn't quite got it like that. You see, like...
It's my club.
I know, he's the captain, I know.
It's my club.
But it's like, there's that hierarchical thing of like, he knows I can't be that guy. Bruno is that guy.
He can be that guy though. If he wanted to, there was a time when I saw him do some captain stuff. It's Sabitzer gets challenged and he goes into the cooler in it and his head hits the thing. He runs over to
he went over. I said that actually at the time. That was
the best time I've ever seen him defend his players and speak up and have a voice. But in the thing, he just looks sheepish about a lot, So yeah, there's. Just to focus on Bruno, though, he's key.
Yeah.
He's key to everything good that we do. We need him to play. Hopefully he's not injured. If he is, I don't know, maybe it's Fred. Do you know what's crazy about Man United? We've got 2 players that can only do 60 minutes.
Yeah.
You know who the 60-minute man them are? Who are they?
Martial.
Yeah.
And Sancho.
There's another one.
Oh, so there's 3. Who's the other guy? Oh, Varane. So you can't
There's
play
another
that
one.
much. Who's the other 60-minute guy in the team? Ericsson.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I think depending on the type of game it is, you can play Ericsson 90 minutes. He's fit enough to do it. It's just that he doesn't run around. Ericsson's not that guy anyway. Like, even when the game's thing, can't run around like that. That's not his game. It's never been his game, even when he's fresh. He doesn't run. In fact, he had to do a lot of doggies because Marcus Rashford couldn't be asked to run in that first half against Brighton.
Yeah.
Had to go help Diogo Dalot with Solly March because he kept getting doubled up on him and Pascal Gross getting out. So he'll work, but he's in duels and he's not combative. He's not a Casemiro. He's not a Fred. Can't get back the pitch like McTominay. Can't get back the pitch like Bruno. He just can't, even if his meters at 100.
Yeah.
So I'm saying he can't do that. So I think that's a little bit. Like it's not really it's not really on him to be able to do that. His job is to let them other man run around. He'll fill his space and be in the right positions. Defense, like block off the screens and stuff like that, passing lanes. But give me the ball, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's his role. That's his role. And then when the game goes in a bit of a different direction, and you need a man to really get in a man's face. Like when we did it perfectly against Brighton, that was the right time to bring on Fred. Yeah. Just quickly because we've got a couple of things to talk about because I want to get in before we finish. Where did you stand on the De Gea situation when he made them mistakes? I know it's going back a little bit, it's a bit negative, but because I couldn't speak to you at the time. When he made them mistakes, I ain't gonna lie to you.
You was ready for him to go. You didn't want to sign him.
I felt a lot of things. I went, can't defend that. I can't defend that.
Yeah.
When I calmed down, I went, well, on the flip side, when he usually plays with the better keepers make mistakes, and he plays when he plays with better players normally. And going forward, he will play with better players. He's turning down 200k a week. Reports were saying.
Yeah.
In that moment in Seville, and in the group, I went.
It's a bad day. And it looked like he wasn't going to save a single penalty.
He was terrible. Yeah. Oh, he did. You knew he wasn't. And I went, Cameron Marcel. I went. I went.
But on a day of a mistake,
no, it was a bad day. It was a really bad day.
Everything can look more.
No, but KG, that was the first time where I went. But this is how football's crazy.
Look at our weekend.
Because then he gets to Sunday, you get the tactics right, you calmer people in front of him, get back to making your saves and just distribute the ball long way you can.
Big saves.
And when you can make an easy pass, make an easy pass. And it was fine.
And
so that's basically, I know it's trying to let the hair off the hook, and I know a lot of you guys will say
Jan Sommer's made mad mistakes. Mad mistakes at thingy.
He's rubbish.
Mad mistake. No, but I'm saying again, you got Ramsdale, who's been chipped this season.
Yeah. Bro, they gave the ball away after 23 seconds.
This is what I'm saying. Distribution. This is what I'm saying.
The day after De Gea done that, he done that.
Keepers do that. Yeah. That's the one thing is, and one thing is that you always be, as a keeper, you always be exposed. Yes, he's not the best. I heard Peter Schmeichel's talking about him, saying that he's a good keeper, but he's doing stuff that he's never been asked to do before. Yeah. And he has improved. So if you talk about players' improvement, you have to, this is his first season playing this style of football, or doing this kind of thing, right? And yes, things haven't worked, but he's that pass. I saw so many clips of him giving that same ball to Martinez. Get out of trouble. Get out of trouble. Give that ball to Varane. Get out of trouble. Again, when you play with guys that are not calming, they're not a calming influence, these moments can happen. We put him with the best. Bro, he could win the Golden Glove. If he wins the Golden Glove this season.
Crazy.
If he wins the Golden Glove, so look at the margins, right?
He literally have the trophy at the end of the season, like they got the big
Golden Glove.
Like,
he can win that.
Talk to me.
He can. So the
but
same
it
season
doesn't
where
tell the full picture about the distribution.
Because it's clean sheet. The story is, can you remember when they laughed in the presser?
Yeah.
He's meant to save it. Yeah. Like, it was like, it's stupid.
I can take the heat for that, because like some people thought I was being stupid, but the reason why I was saying that was obviously because the debate amongst the fans is, he should be doing this, the distribution. So I was like, well, let's just ask the manager what the most important thing actually is. And literally, it was quite funny because Eric laughed and he turns to Ericsson, and then he laughs as well.
Like, this is like, what's wrong with that guy? Save it. And then I remember, because
then the next day he done a
but just to move it forward, he said he's a complete keeper. Keepers will make mistakes. I'm still behind him. Honestly, for me, I feel that.
So you think still make him sign that thing and still be the number one next year, or make him sign a thing and bring in
my one thing, do you know my one glaring issue with him is he can't save pens. And that's scary.
It's never
if you go to penalties, you have to wait for them to make a mistake, because he weren't getting this. Like, at least Sanchez he almost got to Sabitzer's one.
And that was the dual.
You know what I mean?
That was the
like
one.
That was crazy, right? So you always know that, like, it's that low one to the bottom hand side. I've seen him like not save these things. He's not a good
He's not a good penalty shot stopper, penalty saver.
But then that's not the whole game of football.
That's most of the game, isn't that?
Yeah, but then, so I would want a keeper that can have that good moment, like Krul. He's
Yeah, but then Krul's wicked at saving pens. Would you rather have him in the goal?
Oh no.
This is what I'm saying.
This is the thing, right? You're weighing up these options, but again, as people used to say, the funny thing out football's just going on a cycle. Now everyone respects defending now. Because everyone said that Wan-Bissaka's defense, like you don't just want a defender from a right back. Now everyone's looking for when people are saying this is the best 1v1 defender, this, that, and the other. Well, it's going to show now. Before, people told me that Wan-Bissaka has no right to be in football like that. And now look, he's the number one. So maybe give it time next season as well. David De Gea, people will speak about him better next season.
Okay, that's a big shout. And lastly, there's a situation, just before we go on to Upwatch, there's a situation going on with Garnacho whereby they want him to play in I think it's the Under-20 World Cup of Argentina. Man United's stance is they don't want him to go. They can't physically stop him.
That's rude.
Because of FIFA, they want him for the running.
That's rude. I think, wait, the end of the season? When does he want to go play? Now?
Yeah, running.
Are they well?
Can't stop him, international.
Wait.
Yeah.
While the season,
so you know he's back in the boot. He's back in his boot, so he's getting back fit.
So while the season's on,
Mascherano, who's the manager for them.
So wait, while the season is going,
running.
They're saying bring the guy in. You're mad. You can't go. You can't go. What do you call it? I get like African nations. These guys got to go and play their thing.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Why?
It's under 21s, bro.
So
you can't go. You can't go. Can't go. Would they do that to Messi?
What do you mean? Senior football doesn't come.
Would they do that to Messi?
Can't do that with Messi because it's senior football.
That's what I'm saying. So like, don't take the piss. We need him.
Well, actually, went to Copa America. Don't that happen? No, that happens in the summer, doesn't it?
In the summer, like you can't take the piss.
That's what I'm saying. So senior football doesn't, but he's a kid.
Nah, not for me. Not for me. It's not going. I thought it was going to miss pre-season.
No, it's
now.
Yeah.
You lot got to be kidding. Nah, I'll send a message back saying, nah, mate. Yeah, I mean,
but you know that against FIFA rules, we can't stop him.
We can't stop him.
So he'd miss the FA Cup final, miss the last few games.
He desperately wants to play for Argentina, innit?
Of course he does. He missed the World Cup.
Messi ain't going to be there, bro. Them man ain't going to be there. It's going to be Argentina light.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not going.
No, you're not going. It's not your decision.
Garnacho can't say he doesn't want to go.
What, you think Garnacho's going to say that?
Why not?
He wants to go.
Bro, you could win the FA Cup.
Yeah, but you ain't going to play.
Who told you that?
Don't know, he might not play. He might think I might not even come on in that final.
Ahead of Sancho, he's playing.
Do you think?
Playing.
Been injured for time.
He's playing. Bro, this kid...
Change the game against City at Old Trafford.
Change the game.
Off the bench, one is it?
He has to play.
Across for Rashford.
He has to stay. I can't believe that they want to take him now.
Yeah.
Mascherano's a snake, though. That's what.
After Javier Mascherano, it is Claudio Tapia, president of the Argentinian Football Association, who will try to convince European clubs to release the players for the Under-20 World Cup, but it seems complicated. FA Cup final does not make things easier.
He can't go.
Manchester United remain adamant on their position about Alejandro Garnacho attending the Under-20 World Cup. Javier Mascherano has already spoken to the club, so we're putting our foot
crazy. Do you know what's crazy? What do you reckon Ten Hag's saying? Ten Hag's saying if you go, no, thank you. Ten Hag's not going. Ten Hag will look him in the face and say, "Big man, it's up to you. I can't stop you from going, but any decision you make will affect how I move forward with you.
Okay.
And your career."
We've got a few minutes left.
Yeah.
It's time for Upwatch real
I've
quick.
got a stiff neck. I've got a crook neck, you know.
Yeah, is it?
That's how you notice I've been moving like this.
Feels like you got the brace on.
Yeah. I got the boot, fam.
There's a big game going on tomorrow.
Bruv, big game.
Manchester City take on Arsenal at the Etihad.
Yep.
What's your views?
Well, I haven't got my high pitch thing.
Yeah, just...
So, I believe... I'm doing a hate along, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. I think it's going to be a draw. I think it's going to be a draw.
Is that good enough for this Arsenal side?
It's not good enough. I think Arsenal could beat City, yeah, and still lose against lose another important game. That's what they do.
What did you think against Arsenal against Southampton?
Well, it's funny as hell. What did you think, Gary?
I said throughout this season, and all the Arsenal fans, I've had to take absolute pelters from the Arsenal fans all year. But it wasn't out of hate. It was out of looking at the Arsenal side and knowing that they will falter. The Arsenal side, where they will come up against some real adversity. I've done it. I've won 8 Premier League titles. And when I look to my left, I see Roy Keane. Look to my right, I saw Paul Scholes. I saw Ryan Giggs. I saw big players, absolutely big players. And look at this Arsenal side now, faltering.
Crying.
And after that Liverpool game, they could have lost. We give them the benefit of doubt. We said this Arsenal side now will probably go on an unbeaten run until they play Manchester City. Didn't do that. Went to West Ham, drew the game. Went to Southampton.
We're still unbeaten.
Emirates.
They're still unbeaten.
Still unbeaten. Not picking up wins. And what did we say about the Manchester City side? We expected them 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 Premier League games. Unbeaten. And now this Manchester City side, they'll smell blood. They'll smell blood at the Etihad on Wednesday night. And I really fear for this Arsenal side. I really do. I do.
Why is Zinchenko crying a lot? Do you know that reminds me of Gallas?
Yeah, he's just emotional.
He's like, why is he like that?
He's
like,
emotional. Real talk though, that game tomorrow's mad. It's a big game. I don't think Arsenal get moved to like everyone thinks they will.
It's a draw. But Holding, no. Saliba.
No, I can't see Arsenal. I think Arsenal get beat. Yeah, I think Arsenal.
Bro, Man City are purring. Yeah, they are. Like, even the FA Cup final, I'm shook.
Yeah, nah,
if
man.
Thingy starts,
Nah.
if my man's there,
they're going to start, of course.
Maguire.
No, he won't start.
There you go. If
Varane will be
Maguire's
back
playing, I'm
will be back
done.
by then, or it'll be Lindelof and Shaw.
Yeah,
Maguire
okay, hopefully.
playing.
Yeah?
But that's ages away, bro. When
That's what I'm saying.
Well, we got top
But
four in the bag.
this-
You calm down, bro. They're not even. Nah, we're Man United, bro.
I know we can
One-off
beat
game,
them.
neutral
Still
game. They're not
I'm
even going to
nervous.
fill out their allocation, bro.
I know I'm still nervous though.
Come on.
I believe we can do it, but I'm saying that now,
I'm
Man City versus Arsenal tomorrow,
Yeah.
they're at home.
Yeah.
These lot,
yeah, so it's-
Man City are the G's at chasing man down. Look what they did to Liverpool. Liverpool, how many points did Liverpool get?
I think they got like 90 plus
90
points, like 91 points.
Do you know what kind of chase down that is? That is a chase down. That's that Fed that's like, no matter what it takes,
I will catch
you're
it.
not getting away. I'm putting all these criminals away. That's what they're on.
It's mad.
That's what they're on. It's actually, like, they're masters at this thing. This is like, you know when you, in our era, squeaky bum time, we know we could get over the line. These lot, this is an attribute you have to put towards
But if
the...
Arsenal win, that'll put that on.
It's not really. No, because it's still like...
Yeah, they have to
City's
go and
still-
do other. They still have to beat Brighton at home. They have to beat Newcastle. Brighton.
They got to win.
Arsenal got to win all of them. But if they beat City, imagine the belief that'll give that Arsenal side.
You know Arsenal's the type of team to win and then fumble.
Yeah.
Fumble the bag.
So you
Like,
just
you
think
can't-
they're still just
Yeah,
gonna
I still
fumble
think Arsenal could win that and then draw to Southampton like some idiots. You know, that like the one thing is it's gonna be hostile. It's gonna be hostile, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like I hope they get smoked. I hope Haaland has a field
gonna
day.
break the record as well if he scores in that game.
Well, I hope he has a field day. I hope he it's a true
I want
embarrassment.
City to win that.
And because remember when we lost to them, there was like, our defensive thingy, and they said,
you just
we
want them
could.
to get mashed
I
up.
just wanted to get
But
mashed
it
up.
ain't going to be like 6 or stupid.
If it is though,
Oh, Jesus, if it
I'd
is.
love it. I'd love it because
In the
again,
title decider, 6.
and
No,
then
it's not going to be that. It won't be that. It's going to be really tight.
Mahrez is on form.
And he ain't even been playing.
De Bruyne is on form.
Yeah.
Grealish. This. Bro, I do want Arsenal to get touched. People always say to me, this thing of, because as you said, we can beat City in the FA Cup final, right? So we got to handle them.
Arsenal beating them tomorrow.
Of course they can. There's always opportunity. I'm saying, but so now it's like if we're in the final, it's in our hands to stop them. Yeah. So cool. We can sort of run that thing about the treble. They can win the treble. Well, Man United can stop them. Man United have to do it. If Man United don't stop them from winning the treble, we deserve it.
Yeah, it's our own fault.
It's our own fault, right? Because we're in the finals, not on anyone else.
Directly us.
Stop them.
They
There
can
you
win
go.
what the hell they want.
So
but
now,
if they don't beat us, then
this game here, I just want them to get mashed up because I don't know any City fans.
All right. Okay. Guys, wicked show. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Big week of football. Obviously, that big game tomorrow, we're going to be watching that. I'm going to be on DR Sports hosting that watch along. KG's going to be live doing a hate along as well.
along.
It's going to be
Special guest appearance from
intense.
Owen.
Yes, he doesn't know that yet, but he knows now.
soon.
And also, obviously, in the lead up to Thursday, you're back in the studio as well.
in the
Big
studio.
game, Spurs.
Big game.
I'll be at the game. And yeah.
Who we got weekend?
Aston Villa at home. I'm saying it's a big week. It's a big week. If we can get 6 points in the next 2 games,
That's it.
Yeah.
Top 4 confirmed. Cool.
I'd say so.
Cool.
I'd say so. Anyway, guys, we're out of here. Take care. Peace.